why you must arrest princes and royalty for abuse and paedophilia. Because princes are not necessarily pure blood. And so people are nowadays getting into forensics regarding their bloodlines, such as mine. It's just pure Plantagenet. If you want to think about it, there's a book available on Amazon which is called The Robillard Bloodline. And you can have a look for yourself. It's 800 pages. See the associations. Get your own, and know your own identity. It's very important that you do. It helps freedom everywhere to know your identity. But it's very important that no prince is ever above the law. It's very important that no person who thinks they're a prince is ever above the law. The worst people in the world are probably royalty for abuse, because, not that they're all abusers, it's just that if they've abused, they should be the first to put their hands up and admit it. You know why? Because people who have had the best education know better. These are the people who have influence over all of us. And it's very important that they're responsible. Now, I think most royals will understand that they have a massive responsibility, the responsibility of God, indeed. And that they are defenders of your identity. And therefore, they must always hold identity as absolute truth, your identity. That's why all good royalty everywhere would support libertarianism and UKIP, parties like UKIP, because it's about British identity. In this case, it's about British identity. I'm coming from UKIP and behaviourism perspective. And, the thing is, it's to protect identity, is to protect tourism, business, to help identify criminals. It has numerous, wonderful, endless uses to know your identity. To use communism as an excuse to control people is the result of poor parenting and very bad parenting, in fact. And the control thing is about psychopathy. That you have to read Kevin Dutton's books and really do your research on psychopaths and criminology to understand that. But and you can sit down and you, if you are of that school of a royal persuasion and you need it explaining to you, then I would strongly suggest speaking to two people, and that I would have an audience with both of them. Would be Sam Vaknin, who's ex-Mossad, and Kevin Dutton, Professor Kevin Dutton. You speak to those two people for the sake of enlightenment for yourselves. They would be able to describe to you your behaviour in detail and why you do it and why you've done it. And why our royal family are probably fine, because the Queen is obviously a warm and caring person. She gave hugs to William and Harry after Diana died. I think I remember seeing that in the papers. So obviously they're probably okay, but others, I don't know about others. I think they seem quite noble. They seem quite nice. Most of them, I think they're okay. But buggering boys is something that's obviously quite common in British schools. So we have to put a stop to that, because a lot of teachers and a lot of people take advantage of young boys. Those people are Levians. They are Levian Satanists. You have to get rid of them, because they use Levianism as an excuse to cover up crime, to justify it, and it's not justifiable. These people know better. They use it as an escape from the law, and the law is there for humans, so they want their cake and eat it too. They can't have it because they're not bigger than the human race. They never will be. And if you challenge your own thoughts all the time, you're going to come across thoughts that you don't like, and you have to challenge yourself on those thoughts if you want to grow and be the genius that you think you are. Now, a real genius is people like Einstein and Richard P. Feynman. Now, when you understand where they're coming from, especially with regards to light and photons, because the royals all think they come from light. So and light is a wonderful thing. If you're into solar energy, get into it, because it's the future. It's all green and wonderful. We're all into it, and things are being developed, like solar cars, solar batteries, solar power stations, all kinds of solar wonderful things happening, which will be very helpful for the environment indeed, very helpful. And we'll be able to have everything. It'll be like the Jetsons, it'll be fantastic. Can't bloody wait. So futurism is us, definitely. So it's not the futurism thing. I've been blocked, by the way, by Aubrey de Grey and Ignacio Lorente of Mind Freedom and CCHR and all the Scientology thing, you know. That's not an excuse. That's no excuse at all. None. Own up. All I can say is I hope you can find a way to come to terms with whatever it is that's bothering you, and deconstruct your ego somehow, and find a way to be kind with your humanity. You know, that you might just adjust to the fact that you are really human. You actually are, and it you know, you can be human too. You know, you don't have to be God. And I think you'll come across that. You'll come around to this way of thinking eventually. I hope so, because it's nice to be human. It's nice to love people properly. It's nice not to be pompous asshole, and it's nice to be sweet. So, good luck with that, guys. Anyway, getting back to, I think that's enough for now, for free, don't you? If you'd like to know more about me, I'm a Catholic Buddhist. I always have been. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.